Hello, hello. Today is Friday and it is March Madness week. I am here to um, contribute to the March Madness for this week, along with Chelsea from Whitney Melanin and Amanda from Amanda the Author. Today's Friday. I hope everybody's having a fun weekend already, or if you just, you want to chill with me and get some words in, that'd be great. Let me go ahead and get our little timer up, and which we're gonna treat these like we're doing drinking right, because today I have like this. I went to Walmart and saw that they had these real cheap drinks, in which I gotta do cheap drinks. So it's a Mexican mud slide. I don't I don't know if it's good, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens. Um, I was gonna do moonshine again, but I was like, I actually want to get my word count today. So I hope everybody's doing well. Hey, hey, and we okay. Liar. Oh, I'm like I got him. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm terrible with names. That's why I'm terrible with naming people in my stories. But I hope you're doing well. I know you were at Amanda's write-in today, so glad to have you here. We're gonna do. Let me get my. Let's go to the. I guess the planned one. We're gonna do the timing. I don't want to stay like on. I want to try to see if we can stick to it. We know I will talk. So, how are you doing today? How are you? What are you going to be working on? Homemade oat milk latte. Oh, okay. All right. I like it. That's probably what I should be doing. Like, if I'm really going to get my word count in, hopefully it won't be too bad. This one is Chi-Chi's. It says it's a wine cocktail and only has 12.5% alcohol. I have plenty of water. So I definitely gonna be drinking a lot of water and working on this. So I need to get my goal for tonight's stream is 1,500 words, and hopefully we can get that done real soon. Like within the time. If we want to try to keep going until 9, if I'm feeling up to it, and I definitely will try my best to keep going. Hey, hey. All right, let's try. I hope it's not nasty. I like mudslides though, but I do like them being made with Kahlua and stuff like that. So we shall see. Some water and a decaf mocha. I like it. I do enjoy the taste of coffee in the well, like I said, Kahlua is coffee. So I do like it, but I do need to go for decaf, but I don't usually like the taste of the decaf. Like, I don't know, I haven't tried a mocha. So I guess if you're adding stuff to it, you're adding your chocolate to it. I guess it will be a little bit better. But any other time, like if we're doing decaf, my husband has to stick with decaf because of his stomach issues, and he's like, this stuff is nasty. I don't know. Hello, hello. Glad I can finally join one live. Okay, yes. I'm glad you're joining us. We got music. It's gonna be fun. I hope you're doing well on your project. What you were on your second draft? I think the last time you were here. I think. And hey, mama, you made it live. Yep. Try to get 1,500 words or maybe 2,000. Who knows? Okay, hopefully, hey, we'll all be able to meet our goals tonight. So we are, and it says hopefully we won't have any internet stuff, but it is like stormy here. I'm in Georgia, so it's on and off. And yesterday I know we had a little bit of trouble during the live because of the stormy. So it wasn't too bad. I mean, it wasn't doing much of anything, just like it is now. But it would rain a bit, and then a little while later I would have a connection issue. So hopefully we won't have that much much of an issue this time. I'm sure that interrupts the music, because then you will hear it skip when it finally comes back up. But yeah. And hopefully I'm not too loud for y'all. I know it's I try to stay in the yellow, like no farther than yellow, but sometimes it peaks in the red. I do have the microphone a little bit further away. Oh, I have, okay, so this time I made sure I had my snacks. So I got my cheese sticks and some grapes, and it's a variety of grapes. There is a candy grape in there that I've never tried before, so we're going to see if that tastes okay. So y'all make sure we're in the planning stage. So make sure you got your water, you're hydrating, whatever fun drink that you're going to be drinking. And yeah, let me know what a project you're working on. Yeah, okay. Finish second draft in February, so you're doing your reread to make plan for revisions. Okay, great. I'm working on my second draft of the my Dragon's Bond, the first one in the series that I wanted to do. So I'm doing the second draft. I've updated the first chapter. So now, in which not really updated, it's just more of redrafting and fixing some issues like the TK notes and stuff like that. So I'm going through and redoing some sections in chapter 2, and I want to finish that. Maybe I can go into chapter 3 since the goal is the 1,500 words for today. So we'll see what happens, because I don't, because in the original one I think it's like 800 words, but this chapter 2, so it's not too much. But we met the goal yesterday. I was able to correct some stuff and work on some outlining too, rework the chapter outlines. Finishing up the draft of the first book on sci. Oh, okay, yay! Yes, I do. I do remember sci-fi series. Were you doing a romance, sci-fi romance, or is it just straight up sci-fi? Which I do enjoy sci-fi, so I'll read. Let me put my grapes over there. On here. Yes, I'm super excited. I'm glad. This is gonna be the first like novel I've done all the way up to. I think the longest story I did was like 25,000 words. So the goal is to do 80,000. I wish I know that's not like the normal length, but hey, that's gonna be the first in a series. So I'm figuring that it's not gonna be as long as like, as I get further into the story. Well, the series, and it's different couples too, or they might be around the same actually, because it's like every book is going to be about a couple, and there may be from the zero book, which is the one I'm working on now, to the first, like the true like current timeline book. Um, there are there's a time jump, but after that, the time jump is like within like months or a year, not 20 and 30 years. Hey, 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 Z. Okay. Should I say I'm doing that? Okay, no romance. Okay, I'm getting mixed up. Sorry. Doing side. You were. Oh, okay. So okay, or you're doing it now. Okay, so okay, got it. I did get mixed up. Absolutely. Still aiming to get 2,000 for the day. We'll see how close to get to that goal tonight. Awesome. 62,000 ish. All right. Want to get to 80, a bit more by the end of the month and get it done. Yes. And which one of the reasons why I was really excited to jump in on this March Madness option was because, for one, I was falling behind, but we had like a family thing come up last month. But it is end of this month. We're going down to Florida for MegaCon, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to write a lick of nothing. So because I'll be working the convention with the artist alley table. So I'm not gonna be able to do pretty much anything when we get back. Because last time we came, like The most we did was go get in the pool and get ate up by uh I don't know, these big old fly things. I don't know what they was, but they would wait for you from under the water and land on your head and try to eat you. Hey, Pandy. I don't know what they was. It's like horse flies or something. I don't know. But I hated it. Hated it. But this time the Airbnb we got has a pool inside of like it has an overhead thingy. And I'm like, okay, thank goodness. Oh, goodness. 80,000 seems like a good goal for a novel. Okay, yeah. I was figuring, like I said, since it's like the first one, and the world is a urban fantasy, so it's not. It's kind of. It has like fantasy elements within the urban thing. So I didn't, but I did. It doesn't have. Honestly, I would probably say, what's something that could be comparable? Something a bit like Arcane, but a little bit more advanced in technology, because they have been forced to do that because of the use, like they used up the stuff that had the embedded magic in it. So it's they kind of were forced to have to create technology, but there's still an element of magic within it. So it's together. See, especially with romance. No thanks to long romances. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's true. I do like good ones. What's an example I can use? Who does like a really good romance series? Was like a romance, but it's like it was urban fantasy, paranormal romance. What is it? Not Laura K. Hamilton. She doesn't need a Blake, and that's just real freaky. Laura K. Hamilton. Dark Hunters. Whoever the author is for Dark Hunters, she does one, and they're based in New Orleans. I remember reading some of those like a few years back, and I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. She has two separate couples, same like enemy. I don't think her enemies get as they don't seem to get much stronger until like way later in the series, but it still works. Like, you still had time to get to know each one of the couples, and they pop up in other parts of the series. All right. So I think 80,000. Oh yeah, 80,000. Yeah, I think that'll be the goal for the first couple, at least one, maybe the second, but it can get a little bit further because there's some plans I have for the rest of the story that would possibly need a bit more of the fantasy elements to be they are going to be fleshed out, but I want to put the hints for them in the first one, and then slowly start revealing who the true real big bad is later on, and these couples have to be able to fight them off. So it's probably gonna be a lot. But okay, let's go ahead and get into our first sprint for the night, because you know me, I will talk. So let's get it in. We'll go ahead and put 20 minutes on the clock and get started. So happy sprinting. Start. All right. It's break time. How'd you do? What'd you do? Oh, I need to get my little paper so I can make sure I'm writing my numbers down too. For this one, I was able to get 355 to start. Y'all could hear the music and stuff, right? Like I didn't have that too far down, did I? I thought I did. I thought I could hear the music. I tried to check it. It seemed fine. 607, look at you. Looking to finish the coming of age rough draft tonight. All right, awesome sauce. About you, I hope you get it. Oop, trying to get this stuff out of the way. I hope you do. Hope to be of assistance. 607. Now that y'all are getting the big words in. Okay, you did. All right, good. I think it maybe it went out a little bit for my mom or something. Okay. So I had this candy. Awesome. I had this candy grape. This thing is awesome. I just put a couple of them in there just to try them out. Now I'm like, I probably should have just made a whole bowl of them bad boys. And I don't know if y'all saw the comedy, but I definitely dropped a grape. Read a chapter, made some notes. Okay. That's getting it in. This is your reminder though, please make sure you go. If you need to get some water, you need to get up and stretch or anything like that. Get it done. Draft needs word, but I'm so ready to tear it apart. Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. Is like when I know when I write. Well, how many drafts do you go through? Do you think you'll have to go through? I'm usually, if it's a short story, minimum is about like 4. So I don't know how much as like a novel like 80,000. I don't know how many drafts I'm gonna wind up needing to do. I guess we'll see. And I know like since my intention is to have a series, I'm sure it'll reduce as I move along. Like as I get I get more confident in what I'm writing from the start. I'm thinking it'll get reduced, but how many do you think? It's like, yeah, because I mean, the last short story I did, it was like, I redrafted that thing like, I thought it had to be 6 or 7 times. I would have to find the draft. I do try to save them separately. Hoping one draft, then final draft. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I know there's some authors now who do, they do plenty. But they've been writing for a while, and I know they say now, it's normal for them to have pretty much a working, like something that they can give to their beta readers even after the first draft because they're so far into their series. So I'm thinking that's, probably why, because I mean, you really have so much of the work already done. Only done three drafts in a different novel, but put aside, needs more work, thinking this one will. Okay. Like I said, I don't know. If I needed like 6, 7 of them for the other short stories that I submit for like anthologies, 4 or 5 want to publish it. Okay, yeah, because I do want to publish it. I would love to have something published in October, and then I saw that Amanda wants to have hers done like on October 31st because it's her favorite holiday, which is one of my favorite holiday too. But I don't know if I want to have. I don't know if I'll be confident enough to be like, I need to finish my draft and have it clean enough for someone to read it in April. So I have no idea. It'd be nice if I finish up the draft maybe twice, so then be on the third draft by the time I get into April. I'm thinking, but I would like to at least be drafting it and being much closer to cleaning it up. Go through 6 to 8 through depending on the skill level of the writer. Debuts, trap publishing, I think it may be a little more. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. It's crunchy. I'm gonna have at least 2 more after. Okay, October could be a good goal. Okay, yeah, I'm considering it, and I know for Amanda, her goal is to finish up everything by. So she's doing like a novel in a month. She wants. I think her goal. I think it's 80,000. I have to look at the video again or ask her. Um, she wants to finish that within the month and then have it ready. So in April, have that ready to get started with the beta readers and everything by then. But she has what, three books already. So she's further in. So I can't sit there and say uh, I should be on her level right now because the only thing I can do is like the short stories. So yeah, well at least so far, the only thing I've done has been shorter stories. But I do like the idea of doing something in October, especially since okay. So there's 2 series that I would like to work on. The one, the Dragons Bond series, and then also the Monster Mark series, which is about monsters and tattoos and marking their forever peoples and stuff like that. And that one though, I think would probably be a better idea to have released in October. But those are intended to be shorter stories. I'm not intending on doing full blown novels for them, because it's mostly smut. So naughty. So that one, I do want the story. So they do have an enemy, they do have a problem, and they're fixing it by having forever people and stuff like that connected with magic and stuff. So it's all kinds of magic and all that good stuff. But it ain't. I don't. It's not gonna be anywhere near as intricate as the Dragon's Bond series. That's because I'm just disgusting. But okay. It's gonna be intricate in a different way. See that on another one. That thing's is good, y'all. I'm gonna find what was it? It was a candy. It was Sam's. It was I just Z wanted some grapes, and I saw that they had I do like the black grapes, and they're always out of the black grapes. But I was able to get some, and then I saw that they had this. I remember. Okay, no, my daughter likes the cotton candy grapes, and they didn't have those. The other one I wanted, candy heart grapes. That's the one I get. I need to start thinking of a publishing timeline. I don't know where to start though. Hey, I watched this. I made one. Where is it? I made a publishing timeline thingy for another story, but I kept the template. Let me see if I can get I can just share the document. I think I got it on my drive. But pretty much it was from Heart Breathing's channel, and she went over a timeline for her publishing because she has a series that I think she's like 12 books in. I've only read one, but it's like a young adult series. What is it? What's it called? It was. Let me see if I can find that thing, and I can just give you a link to it on the drive. Okay, there it is. Oh, so the writing plan. This one has dates. I don't want that one. I'll find it. So on the next break, I will pull up the writing plan from I'll make a link and put it in the drive, and I can just share it and make it public. And then I'll show you what it is. She has one, but I think I added just a couple more sections to do it. And then because it was like a writing journal type thing. So I'll put it in there when I find it, or maybe while we're doing this run. So let's go ahead and get this timer up, get that music back on, and we'll get to sprinting again. So hold just a second. Let's get it. Happy sprinting.
What you think of that?
All right. How'd you do on that one? I didn't do good. Well, I was looking for stuff, so I didn't do the greatest on that one. Let's go to break and get that time up. Time up, and so I got up to 513 from 355. So that was a little bit got done. And I did find the writing plan outline. I got it from Heart Breathings, Sarah Cannon, and I did have some modifications and stuff on there. You're fine reading and chilling. Yeah. Hey, that's still putting in work on your drafts. No, I don't think that's a problem. But yeah, if you want the what's that thing called? The planner thingy. Let's see. Maybe I can be like a true host. I can pin messages and stuff. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so I pinned the message that has the Google Drive, in which is just, it's nothing like super special or anything. It's just the outline that she had. I think I just had a couple notes, or like I added maybe a couple sections to it from the one that she did. And what she shows you how to do it, and you can get a copy from her too. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Hopefully it helps. I put the that NaNoWriMo one I had too, because I was in the same area. I was like, well, why not? Because it had a little bit more of like the time management stuff. I use that for, I need to actually, you know what? I probably should use it for more than just NaNoWriMo. Considering I want to do, yeah. Considering I want to do a nice breakdown on the timeline for the Dragon's Bond. I might need to do that, because then I can have all the stuff. I like to have it on paper. I try to do it on Google Drive on my on that, like, the worksheet, and I always forget to update. So if I just, but I always have a notebook with me, and I don't know why I don't just use that. So I probably should have just used that for when I'm doing my regular sprinting and all that kind of stuff for this one. I was keeping up real good at the beginning of the year when I first tried to do it in January. So we'll see. We'll see. I think that's what I need to do, because then that'll help me out. Is there some? That isn't me, is it? No, I don't see nothing popping up. What is this? All right. So how did everybody else do on the sprint? Oh, I thought that was me. I was like, what's going on? What did I do? I don't know if y'all heard it, but oh yeah, what was my numbers then? So if it was 5, so 513 minus 355. I'm not mathing today. 158. 158 and 513. All right, got 1,000, a little under 1,000. Created little boxes in the bullet journal to keep track of the time that I write. Not a word count, but just the minutes I spent writing. I did do it for January, February though. Okay, because I got a journal, not a journal. I got a Fox planner, and I had stuff. I was doing good with that one too, but I wasn't bringing the planner everywhere. But the notebook, I always have the notebook, because the planner can't fit all the stuff in there. So I might need to just be like, bump it, put it, because when I make my NaNoWriMo workbook, which I don't have it over here. I don't think I have it over here. But I make my NaNoWriMo workbook out of, I had like an old like Tiger planner, and I love that thing. And so once I used up everything in the Tiger planner, I just took out everything because it was already the hole puncher. I just have like the square holes on the side for the with the wire. I just switched it out because I like making little notebooks too, which is a problem because I buy notebooks and don't write in them because they're too pretty, because they don't, the words that I could put in there aren't deserving. It seems like I have like this weird thing where I just collect notebooks, and then I go up there like I'm gonna make my own notebooks, and then I make real pretty ones, and then I'll write in them. Except for the planner one, I'll do that all day, and then I'll make a pretty notebook, and it'll be like I don't want to write in it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do Camp Nano. So it probably should go ahead and do it because in Camp Nano is that May? I think it's May, right? Camp Nano's May. So I need to start getting planned out because I do go through the whole, process of planning out like through October to try to make sure that the only thing I need to be doing in November is writing when I do Nano. So yeah, it's about that time then, if that's the case. So April, I should be getting the project done, which maybe I can use it for the draft again, or I can mess around with the Monster Mark story. We'll see. But yes, I will be doing it. It's gonna be used on something, which we'll probably need to set up to do some marathons during that time too. I'll check with Chelsea and Amanda. Anybody else, anybody can really join. We're trying to figure out how we can fill the schedule. Storm like with the empty printer, right? I'm glad it's not just me. Oh, it's in April. Okay, so we need to be planning through for March and June, April and June. Okay, there's one in April, one in July. I have to look at it. I'll look at it because I'll get the notification and I'll just participate. I don't really plan for the Camp Nano. Let me put my note. What am I talking about? I can look at that right now. Usually with those, I don't do like the whole plan out like I do with the NaNoWriMo one. But I guess I can because initially I was working. So for this year, while I'm trying to get my health back in check and trying to make this writing thing, like to make this real, why not? I need to do that. So Camp Nano, April and July. Yep. So month-long writing challenge takes place every April and July. So we need to get on it. We got to figure out if we can plan to do some writing sprints for Camp Nano. I'm going to have to ask. Camp Nano, April and July. And I know that's definitely what Chelsea was saying inside of her introduction for the March Madness, that they go all the way until April. So that's 4 months in. So why not have something in March? Maybe we should do it in February next year. We good. Yeah, April, July. I'm going to try to finish draft 3 in April. Okay, in July, hopefully start a new project. Okay. I like it. I want a series. I want to be able to work on a series. I want to. They have similar elements, as in like it's paranormal stuff going on. The degree of the naughtiness in them will be different, but and the mechanics of the thing. But I have always wanted to have like an interconnecting universe. I want to make a universe. I know right now everybody knows the Marvel universes, but I know that it has been done, plenty with other areas. But I would love to have a connected area, like with comics. I always love when you have crossover comics and all that kind of stuff. So why not? Like Alien and Predator, and then they pop up in friggin' Batman. Spawn was crossing over into other stuff. Shoot, so because of legal stuff, some Spawn characters are in the Marvel universe, like stuff like that. I wanted to always try that out and mix it up and see how you can not change the rules, but how do you work around the rules when you set rules in one world and now they're crossing over into another that has a different set of rules. So I think it would be fun, but that's for like Uber level writer Ashley. All right. Let's see. I'm going to get in another 20 minutes of writing. And let me transition. Go to keys. Transition. There we go. So get in another 20 minutes. If you need to take a break in the sprinting, please do. Please go and get you some water. I tried the drink. It's meh. It wasn't all that great. Like, it's not disgusting, and it doesn't taste as artificial as like the strawberry drink I had last time. But it's okay. But yeah, it's not. I can't. This can't be added to the repertoire for the drinking rights, and it's very cheap. So, but anyway, enjoy. I will be back in 20 minutes. Start. All right. How did y'all do? Hopefully you did good. And you know it doesn't matter if you're just chilled, if you did a reread, you're doing stuff. Word count. I did get to 900, so that was a good run right there. 900 was that what it? Yeah, 900. So four, it should be 3 something. So 9 minus 513. Yeah, 387. So that one was good. 280. Yes. I like it. Like it a lot. All right, awesome. Like it. First act. Now, do you, in your writing, do you like have to go back and update your outline and stuff, or do you just kind of go with it for your outline? I will say that I usually do update it, but once I get kind of close to the end, well, some of the end of the second act, so maybe halfway through, I stop really updating, which is a problem. Because then that will help me keep my story in line, especially since I'm trying to do a series. Mm-mm. Something came up. And I'm drafting. I don't really update the outline when I'm revising. Okay, okay. Do y'all have any particular outlining techniques or anything that people have made that you already use? Or are you kind of doing it your own thing or basing it off anything? Like for example, I really like the snowflake method. Now I don't know how it's working out. I think it's very intensive. The snowflake the method for the novel. For the short stories, awesome. Awesome. Like I can easily figure it out, and then by the time I write that first draft, it seems to be much more cohesive than I did if I just went by a regular outline. But for this novel, I am a mess. The world building part and like all the stuff that I'm doing, oh my goodness, this is a lot. Series I think is definitely important to keep and update out. Yeah, absolutely. I want to have the outline. I know Amanda mentioned doing a video for story Bibles, so I'm waiting for that. I'm impatiently waiting for that, just like I'm impatiently waiting for Chelsea to finish her book so I can go ahead and beta read the second one, the second book. So I would really like to be able to do a story Bible, and which I think Sarah Cannon has one also. So I had to look at hers again, maybe to kind of see how can I keep it organized. I just started. This is my second day using Dabble, which really reminds me of Scrivener a bit. I guess Scrivener just has the options for like all the images and stuff, but for it to have like it has like the scene options, your chapters for the manuscript part, like the manuscript section, story notes. So you put in your characters. I don't see. Can you add photos and stuff to it? I don't see. Maybe not. I'm still kind of getting used to Dabble. Just in the aspect of writing in Dabble, so I can keep up with word counts. So I'm doing that for the next 2 weeks to see how I like it, and if I like it, I might go ahead and get it. I thought I couldn't remember what the service was, but I saw that since I won NaNoWriMo, I must have just went on ahead and tried to create an account because it has the NaNoWriMo stuff in it. And I went and looked at the, or maybe the NaNoWriMo settings are just normal in like the little drop down. But I did go into my, NaNoWriMo, winnings, and I saw that it had like 50% off. So, and if I get it, it would probably have to be lifetime because I would hate to have another subscription. Just like with Pro Writers Aid, I got the subscription first, but now I'm thinking I'm going to keep it because I like it. So, so I might have to be like, you know what, I'm going to have to go ahead and get, and I've only had it for a couple months, maybe 3 months. So it's not like I would lose out much by, you know, like go ahead and get the lifetime one. So as soon as they get a coupon, I was like, I'll get it. I love some coupons. I don't know when I paid full price for anything in a while, unless it's like a subscription service and it had, maybe I paid full price after trying it out, like the first few months or whatever it was. Usually have scene cards, write some things on it and put them in order from there. Okay. I don't really like following story structures like Say the Cat when drafting. I like it better than Scrivener because I can have it all in the cloud. Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Scrivener is you're pretty much locked down. I use Plotter. Also, Plotter you can put photos. It reminded me a bit of Scrivener too, but I don't think. Well, Plotter doesn't have like you don't write in it. You can write. You can use it unless you could. There's just like I hadn't gone into the writing part of it, but I definitely did create like my character sheets in there. I did have a few character designs that were already done because initially I was going to try to do a comic series of it because we were working on Voodoo Legends before my artist had to like chill out for a while. He get married. First of all, I ain't seen no pictures yet, and I am livid. 2 degrees past, angry. So I'm waiting on him to give me the go ahead to be like, yes, we're gonna go ahead and get started back on the comic because we initially were, and then he proposed. So then now they're doing all this planning, and he is working extra hours and stuff in order to be able to pay for the wedding. So I'm like, all right, well, I mean, that's a great goal. I could pay you for your art, but it does take a while for each one of his pages. He does spend like dang near 14 hours on the comic page. So we've been pretty much on hiatus for a couple years. Okay. But yeah, maybe there is a photo one. Like I said, I'm still getting used to the program. I do like to use it up, like, you know, to play around with it, mess with the frequently asked questions. I was one of those manual reading girls back when I was like learning how to use new stuff, especially when I was trying to get jobs. You know, don't know how to use everything. so I used to read. My phone. I used to be able to know how to do everything with my phone because I would always read the manual, and then they were getting bigger and bigger every year, every other year when I would update and get a new phone. The manuals got so huge that they couldn't even give you the paper manual in there anymore. You had to get it. The PDF. I was like, you know what? Maybe this is too much. Maybe I should be oblivious to what my phone can do. Just assume. I'll look it up if I need to try to do something with it. This is not the business, but it was like $1.50, so I ain't can't super complain, but it, you know, it ain't the best. And I'm sure that must be. I'm clicking through, looking at the, Because I see the, okay, so you can do the character stuff in there, but I don't see an option for adding a photo. Or I do like to put together, like I know I do, uh-oh. Like I do some of the boards, you know, in Pinterest and stuff, but I do like the idea of being able to have, like, if I collect something and I like either get some artwork commissioned or um get some pictures together of what I would like the characters to look like, the settings and all that good stuff. In which the settings, you know, I'm always getting like photos and stuff so I can understand how I'm going to explain things. But I swear that keyword takes so long to come up sometimes. I be scared. So yeah. So that's usually my kind of fear. So we can keep on going. Let's see, it's not exactly, we're a little after, we normally try to get at least four of the sprints in. So we got another sprint coming so we'll go for another 20 minutes and then we can kind of gauge how much longer we want to try to go. Maybe we can go up to the hour, but it is Friday. So maybe I should stop it after this sprint, but we'll see. So, you know, it's like, been doing these things and cut it off a little. We normally stop at 8 o'clock, but I did extend it on Tuesday and Thursday. So let's happy writing. Hope you get something in there. All right. How did y'all do? There's another. I think that one went pretty well. Let's see. We've got 1363. Oh, so 463 for that one. Okay, I'm getting into that flow. I like the way that the you go into the focus state on here where it removes everything. Now, if I wasn't live, it would be probably even more beneficial considering I don't have to see you, like you won't see the my Streamlabs and the YouTube stream chat on it. Like, so if I had, it was just nothing but that on the screen, I think that would be very helpful. 463, gotta be, because it's like 1,000, I was 900, right? Yeah. So that has to be 463 because 363. Yeah. Did good. That was a good one. I did realize something, like one of the character that we're dealing with in this particular one, Um, I had a bit of an issue with like her motivation, like how like her family is dealing with dragons and nurseries, dragon nurseries and stuff like that. And then there's like big war happened years ago, but her family was known to pretty much work with dragons. Um, and but during her time, you know, everything was already over. The dragons were gone, but she definitely enjoyed rock climbing. Like that was the thing, and I was like, how I like to give the characters like something they like to do. And I was like, rock climbing would be good because she's going to be dealing with a dragon that's not anything to do with it, but it would be useful for an escape plan. Finish some notes and then start a dinner. Awesome. Awesome. Got to get fed. Get the food up in there. I had to go get off the screen because I know eating a chunk of cheese is probably not going to look real sexy on screen, so I didn't want to record that for prosperity on the internets. I'm fine with y'all seeing me the grape, dropping grapes, but I don't know about how much you have to do with a piece of cheese. Now since this is so I got all the elements I need. Like I got a little bit of wine. Well, this is like a wine mixture. What is it called? A wine. It's a grape wine. It's a grape wine with natural flavors. A wine cocktail. There you go. So I got a wine cocktail, some grapes, and cheese. So the trifecta. It's not so great. The cocktail ain't that great, but yeah. So, but I think I'll call it. I mean, I want to get the last bit. I do want to get my normal word goal is 1,500, but the chapter with the first and second chapter definitely were done. So I'm like, should I keep on going? Should I keep on going? Because that was the goal, was to finish the 2 chapters. So I have. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Only because we've been doing the longer ones already, and it's Friday, and my daughter keeps asking me to watch a movie, so I probably need to go in and get whatever food's being cooked and watch a movie, chill out. I've been working on Galaxy Girls and writing the whole week, and it's been a lot, trying to make sure I have plenty of them ready for the convention, and then we'll have Drawn and Disorderly the week after we get back. So, and that's in Atlanta at a brewery. So I had to get that info once I find out like all of the information on it for everyone too. So that'll be fun. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Glad to host. Glad we got it. And I hope everybody is, enjoying and being able to get everything in. We are gonna be doing this next week also, so that's gonna be Monday through Thursday. It is Chelsea from like 11 to 4, but I will say she does get off a little early on Monday and Wednesday so that we can transition over to Amanda from 2 to 5 on Wednesdays. Yeah, 2 to 5 on Wednesdays, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So then I'm in the evening on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we'll be doing this for another week. And then for my normal days, I'm normally here on Thursdays, but I think I might add Tuesday. I think I like having another day on there. We'll see. We will see. We can add one more day just for normal writing, because I know Chelsea was doing it in order to get her the book done, and I know she has only a couple more days left next week, so she's getting the book done, and then probably, I believe, taking a bit of a break in order to get everything edited and ready for beta readers. So, and I do want to try to finish this, but like I said, next at the end of the month we have a convention, so it's probably gonna be more like April that I have to try to do another marathon. Maybe a week. Maybe I can do some in the morning too. If no one else is doing mornings again or a couple of days or something like that. We'll see. We'll go by what we can do. But yes, awesome, Saucy. So thank you so much for joining me today. We are gonna go ahead and head out. And if y'all have any, suggestions or anything, like any particular days that you like, please let me know, and I can see if I can work out a schedule. I definitely don't mind hosting. One of my favorite things to do is find the music. So I can definitely go ahead and set up again, and make sure you go to Chelsea and Amanda's channel in order to go ahead and notify yourself of the upcoming sprints for next week. And I will be on again next week, so 3 days again, and then we'll go from there. And maybe I did one video with the artwork for one of the people, because I did it for a short story I did. One of the characters I was trying to explain vitiligo in the story. But oh yeah, no problem at all. We've been streaming. I know I saw you. I think I saw you earlier. I thought you weren't feeling well. You're under the weather, so no worries, Cameo. Yeah, take care of yourself. But yeah, if any suggestions or anything, let me know, and I will go ahead and see if I can work something out. But thank you again for joining us tonight for this drinking right, pretty much.